You know, until very recently, I thought I had this whole island volcano thing figured out. I thought I knew all about the geology of this island and what's going on beneath my feet, but that all changed yesterday when I was riding some roads that I've ridden dozens of times before and realized I was standing on red hot lava, a paved road that had even been laid over this lava. And it really just blew my mind that all this time I had been walking around on red hot lava, just a few feet below where I was riding and walking. Stick around and I'll tell you the whole story.
You gotta keep on riding.
So like I said, I've been riding these roads for weeks now, and I've probably ridden the road in question probably a dozen times or more. And it's a beautiful area, despite much of the area being covered by fresh lava from the 2018 flow. But this place is spectacular. It's the road I'm on here is, hundreds or so yards off of the coast. Cliffs, some sandy beaches down here. Really nice area. This is a one-lane road, and this day it was relatively little traffic. Some of the people pull off here. If you're in a four-wheel vehicle, you're going to have to make room. In other words, pull off of the main pavement and pull over a little bit. Let one person pass. Lots of people do the same thing when I'm on my motorcycle. They'll pull off and stop, or move over onto the shoulder and let me pass. And some people just, take all four wheels on the road, and I have to be a little bit agile, and I don't really mind those people as long as they give me some space on my side of the road. But this is a very unique area. This patch of road runs all the way up to Hawaiian beaches and turns into a two-lane eventually. But this part of the jungle is just really amazing. Very high canopy, lots of little hills and twists and turns, and there's quite a few houses here. You just can't see them. They're kind of down the muddy paths on the left and the right. There's a few really nice houses, but most of it is just jungle like you're seeing here. But yesterday I was riding in the other direction and got just completely drenched in a downpour, and as I'm riding out, I decided to pull over and take some pictures of the hot, steamy mess on the side of the road. And I'm thinking the whole time, okay, yeah, it's just a hot, steamy mess of a summer day, except it wasn't hot, and it wasn't summer. And all those things started to come together to make me think, okay, well, what's going on here? And I was just going to take a little video of the steam coming off in between some coconuts, as you will see. And this is something you'll see as you travel along the new flow. People throw these coconuts out, and I think maybe this was a bad spot because you could see the brown leaves are indicating either they're not getting some kind of a nutrient, but my guess is that it's some kind of a steam, probably sulfur dioxide coming out of one of the vents, which is what I was assuming here. I was just kind of surprised that I'd never seen the steam coming out of this vent before. There are vents. Most of the big ones are up in the national park, and you can park by the side of the road and even see them, which makes you wonder how far down the lava is. But today I discovered something brand new. So here's the trip. I've seen this steam coming up out of here before, but I thought it was just a vent that I hadn't noticed. But now I realize that this is steam, and it's not coming off the road. It's coming off everything else. So apparently, when it rains, the rain drops down through the lava, and even this bed here, and like a hot skillet, it evaporates. So all that steam's coming out from the hot lava below that there is a road on top of. Ain't that a trip? So I submit that maybe only a few feet down from here is a bed of hot lava. lava that hasn't cooled. And you can see these are some of the spots that I have seen before when I came through here. These little spots here, and I thought, yeah, I've never noticed them before, but now I realize that they're not giving off steam when it hasn't rained, but it rains a lot here. So, and this is nice, hot. This is like a sauna. I mean, it feels like a sauna. And this is a road built across hot freaking lava. How about that? Okay, it's got a crust on it, so it's not the lava you think of, but it doesn't take very long at all for the crust to form. I think crust and lava crust can be formed in a few hours. So this is just a trip. It's a trip that I've never noticed it before until a day when I came through and it's raining as I come through. So it's very clear that this is steam coming off the road, and it wasn't a hot day. It wasn't, and you can't see any steam coming off the road. It looks like it up there, but it's really steam on either side of the road that's drifting on top of the road. So this is tripping my balls. So here's what I'm thinking with this static shot that I'm taking here, just mounted on top of my motorcycle. I think that the lava is hitting these rocks and is seeping down just a few feet. I don't think it's 50 feet. I think it's probably 10, 15, 20 feet down and hitting some hot lava. And by hot, I don't mean molten, just hot. I don't think this stuff is cooled off, and I don't think it's traveling very far. And by the looks of this lava field here, it doesn't look like it's traveling very far at all. This only has to be 200 degrees to produce steam. I'm sure many of you have ridden on a hot summer day just after a rain storm comes through and the road's covered in water and the pavement's nice and hot, and you see steam like this coming off the pavement. That's not one of these days. It just rained, but the road wasn't hot. It's March here. It's the 1st of March, and the road's not hot. It's still, I guess, the rainy season here. It's not really hot. I think it gets up to about maybe 85 on a really hot day this time of year. But the steam back there you see is coming up from the hot rock that the rain just fell on. And I've been through this stretch of road maybe 20 times, and I've seen little vents out here, and I thought, okay, well, cool, there's a vent over there. But I didn't think that for some reason, I'm thinking it's a vent. It goes down several hundred feet down to a hot chamber. But what's below us right now, what's below this lava rock that has been put here by the state of Hawaii, what is below there is hot lava. There is hot lava down below, just below this little graded part of the road here. And that's just blowing my mind. It's blowing my mind because I'm standing on something that's probably several hundred degrees. It may only be a few feet down, but it's enough for the water to get down there and hit it and steam like a hot skillet. And I guess that's the thing that's blowing my mind. And it's kind of hard to take it all in because this is this is a crappy cell phone camera that I'm taking these pictures on. But if you look down through there, that's steam, and you can feel it. It's steamy. It's like a sauna. And you can see it on both sides of the road. And it's probably going to be a while before all that rain that hit. It rained for about 20, 30 minutes maybe. And all that rain went off the road and down and hit the lava and started steaming up. This rock is very porous. It's not the kind of stuff that you probably put in your charcoal grill, but it's porous. You can see the holes in here. So not just that, but there's a lot of it. All this rock, all the lava here that was before, this is stuff brought by the state. This is mashed up rounded beach lava, it looks like maybe. And that's the actual flow. All that stuff's broken up, but it's really broken up here on the side of the road. And it's everywhere up here. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of hot rock over there. Either that or it's getting down there and it just hasn't turned to steam yet. I don't know, but you can see it's significant on this side of the road.
And what I didn't notice, I've noticed these around the island. There's not a lot of these, but like there's one in the national park up the hill. There's a nice one like this. It's a, it's a vent. It's a small, I don't know what they call them, fumaroles or whatever, but you can see it's different from all the other rock out here. And it's probably what we're looking at is sulfur deposits. So the sulfur dioxide that comes out collects and makes those yellow deposits on there. I don't want to get too close because somebody might get upset, but and there's another one right there. So that's, every time I'd come by here before, that's what I was thinking I was seeing. I was thinking I was seeing a fumarole like that was just a little bit more active on the day that I drove by. But now all this has changed my mind. All this to me is apparently, that's hot lava below our feet. And I don't think it's 20 feet down. I think it's probably 10, maybe less. Some hot rock that's still there. And I wonder what that white stuff is there. I bet that's some kind of a bacteria that's growing. Huh. I need to check that out. See if there's some kind of a funky thing that grows in sulfur. I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's probably quite a few organisms. I know there's some that live on the bottom of the ocean. What do they call them? Sulfur worms or something. I don't know. They're tube worms. They're tube worms aquatic tube worms. They live on the bottom of the ocean. Anyway, it was an interesting day. I got really wet and I stopped into a little bus stop little thing so I could get out of the water. Because all I've got is this rain shell. I don't even have a helmet today. I got adventure Crocs, wet shorts, and a rain shell to keep me from freezing to death. But it was a beautiful day beautiful. It was cloudy, mostly cloudy, I would say, most of the day. And then it started clearing up, and I'm thinking, I'm gonna go for a ride because I'm not gonna get wet today. I'm just gonna go roll around up Pahoa, and I wound up coming down to Kalapana again, and Kalapana area. I'm not sure what they call it, but that's the lighthouse down there, right around that corner where I was standing earlier. That's the lighthouse, the famed lighthouse that everybody's so upset that they can't have access to anymore. Apparently the state has closed it off. They know better than these islanders of what's important.
Well, that's all I've got for you today. All the marvels that I discovered out on Kilauea. And there are more marvels to come because this place is an endless island full of marvels. So come check out next time, and hopefully we'll find something new and interesting that hopefully you'll be interested in next time. If you haven't subscribed, think about subscribing. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video.